Would you, and they like, nah, J-Man, you bogus for throwing them bitches in the, for using women as shields, bro. But how am I bogus? And this is an op-ass bitch, bro. It hit different when you set me up and it's a back door and you ain't know them niggas was gonna blow at your ass too. So they shot her ass up. I'm letting her ass take them bitches. I fall on phone them. Other bitch, keep in mind, I told you 2-3 bitches on phone them. They still shooting on phone them. Butter get that. I'm hit. I just joking. What the fuck? Now in my head, is they playing? Keep in mind, I'm the only one that ain't hit. Keep in mind, when I'm telling you everybody hit, Sean, I'm not knowing that everybody hit for real, cause I'm not hit. So when Butter say, I'm hit, I just joking, motherfucker, look at him, bro,
I wanted to know, what's the first thing came to your head when you
his ass a goofy. Hood, your ass a goofy. Keep my fucking name out your mouth, first off. Keep my fucking name out your mouth, cause you don't know shit that happened with my baby daddy. Never was with my baby daddy when he got killed, and the world know that. So Hood, first thing I'ma say when I sync that interview, your ass is a goofy. Go back to sleep. I don't know where your ass been on hosted with the clowns or something, baby. I don't know. You stop putting my name in your mouth. You don't know me. You knew me from back then. You don't know me now. And if my baby daddy was here, he'll punch your ass right in your shit. So don't do that no more, gang. And keep folks them name out your mouth. Folks them don't fuck with you. I'm saying that for folks them, we don't fuck with you. Simple. That's all I gotta say. You goofy.
I had to ask that.
I mean to bring this up though, but y'all know the way my baby daddy got killed. He got killed. He got shot 14 times, 10 times in the body, 4 times in the head. You know that same way. That's the same way Lil B got killed by the police.
Okay, I gotta go.
He got shot 14 times.
And you.
So since both of them deceased, did Lil B killed your baby daddy?
Yeah.
Yes.
This shit is done. This shit that we watch on YouTube sometimes.
No.
I barely used to hear people say free him, you know what I'm saying? And for the that did say free him, I never seen those got around those, cause I'd have smacked the shit out of one of them for one. Motherfucker got punched up, beat up, all type of shit, gang, you feel me? Like, you feel me? Von was one of the first that DM'd me, RP KingVon. He was one of the first niggas that DM'd me about putting Bite Down name in a song, you know what I'm saying? But I told him, like, you feel me? It is what it is. Shorty ass come home, we nailing his ass, you know? So me and Von, we had a relationship over that, cause he was on some free his homie type shit. He don't care what he did. And I was on some, this my family. You feel me? So if you on some free him shit, we can't even see eye to eye. It's gonna always, you feel me, be some shit between us, you feel me? And that's what it was, you feel me? He understand, but he don't know my people. So he probably don't have no feelings, no emotions towards that situation. All he knows is he want his homie free, who he got history with, memories with. You know what I'm saying? So I understand where he coming from, but I wasn't going for none of that shit at all.
Everybody talks about the guys. Every documentary, every breakdown, every interview, every Reddit thread, every YouTube channel in this entire documentation ecosystem. They talk about the men, the shooters, the rappers, the fallen, the incarcerated, the men who became the faces of the drill era, the men whose names are in the songs and on the murals and in the federal indictments. Nobody talks about the women, and that silence is not accidental. It is not a gap in the research. It is the result of a specific decision made by every party involved for different reasons. To keep the women in the story out of the story. The men keep them out of the record because the street code says women are supposed to be shielded from the specifics of what happens in the streets, even when, especially when, those women are deeply embedded in the specific events that the record is documenting. The women keep themselves out of the record because visibility in this ecosystem has consequences, and the documentation community keeps them out because the women's stories are complicated in ways that resist the clean, two-sided, hero versus villain structure that generates the most content. Everybody talks about the guys, but here is what the honest account has to acknowledge. The women were there, not as background, not as props, as participants, as the specific human beings who made decisions about who they loved, about where they placed their loyalty, about who they gave their trust to, and who they withheld it from. that had real and permanent consequences for the men around them and for themselves.
What the fuck you recording? Instagram. Let me go, man. On my grandma fire. Knock you the fuck out, boy. Oh, man. Get this license plate.
Stop lying in these interviews. Like, this the problem now. This is the problem why people be thinking what they think about me, because y'all niggas from over on 63rd and shit be lying so much. Y'all as slow and broke as hell. Like, y'all know damn well I went with one person over there and went with him for 3 to 4 years, and after I got done going with him, I went with my baby daddy. Y'all niggas didn't even like me over there. I used to fight and get into it with all y'all ass. Like, stop trying to act like I used to spend a night at y'all house. I had a whole boyfriend, and I had my own crib. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Y'all weird as hell. Like, clout is one hell of a... You wear fake Birkins. You live in CPN cribs. You don't have no fucking car. Like, let's talk about it. Like, you do the same shit every other regular bitch. You act like you some raw, rich ass bitch. You do the same shit. You a regular ass bitch. You're not on shit, gang. Like, for real. Like, you musty as fuck, bitch. Motherfuckers used to have to make you get in the tub. Like, my ex even just told me when he first was about to fuck you, he couldn't even fuck you because you was so motherfucking musty, bitch. Everybody that know you is a stanky pussy, nasty, stanky asshole. Like, bitch, don't play with me. You been doing dicks your whole life. Like, you done way more dicks than me. You just very sneaky and quiet and low-key with your shit. Bitch, you do dicks. When my brother was in jail, bitch, you was doing dicks and I was taking up for your lying ass, bitch. All you did was dicks. You done done all them niggas in New York dick. Them little kids in New York that you be running up under trying to play gang, you been fucking them. You do... Hit them up, get them slumped. We gon' get it back in blood. This for bro. I'm gon' get a ass to flux.
Some of them stayed solid, absolutely solid, through the funerals and the federal indictments and the social media attacks and the grief that never stops. Women who carried the weight of everything the street world extracted from the people they loved and who kept standing, kept speaking, kept insisting that the men they lost be remembered correctly. Some of them did not stay solid. Some of them were in positions they did not always choose, positions that the specific dynamics of the street world created for them, in which their loyalty was split or was purchased or was eroded by the specific human reality of having a child with someone from one side while your heart was still connected to someone from the other. Some of them made decisions that cost people their lives. Some of them are still carrying that. Some of them will carry it until they die. And some of them were caught in the middle, in the specific, devastating geography between two worlds that were at war with each other, where the decision about where you stood was not always as clear as the people on either side of the conflict needed it to be, where love and loyalty and geography and fear and grief and the specific human complexity of being a woman in an environment that had very clear ideas about what women were supposed to be, all of that converged into situations that the clean documentary narrative has no adequate language for. This is those stories. Everybody talks about the guys. Tonight, the streets are talking about the women. Stay with us.
See how y'all in here, y'all just chilling, y'all can walk around in our hood with us like nothing happened. Motherfuckers always looking on the outside thinking something gonna happen when it's really not that shit. This bitch like all stay, you in good hands when you with us.
Oh shit, what is that, 3-wheel thing?
Oh yeah, that's a little 3-wheeler, bro. That's my people shit.
You guys whip.
What's up, y'all gonna tell me what's going on?
This looks like Miami. This Miami over here.
When you walk up in these places, it's a whole nother different feeling. It feel like you at the beach somewhere. You know?
At the beach?
Yeah.
You at the beach Puerto Rico.
Yeah, for sure.
Now we finna start making bitches have passports to come over here for real though. Go get y'all passports if y'all wanna come to for real sure. Though, passport.
That is hard.
You need to put her in there. Everything.
Nah, she's not in there for real.
You don't.
But you looked at me in the camera though. I thought you were trying to get on there.
Me and
there with my hair like this, cause ain't nobody gonna do shit.
So you want to be in there? I can put you in there?
No, I'm not no motherfucking rapper. I'm not no interview. I only want you in my background with this shit.
Yeah, okay, my fault.
But yeah, though, Parkway, they got everything here. Lashes, bundles.
Damn.
Police don't know where to kick the door.
Chicago?
No.
Why not, though?
It's easier for a boy to get on.
For real?
Yeah.
Why y'all think it's like that, though?
Look, that's pretty P right there. It's the real pretty P right here. This is a highlighter right here. This is what we call her highlighter. She ain't got a wig on.
Yourself up, boy. Pick yourself up. Like I said, stop wearing them tight ass jeans. I can see your pussy and them shit. You only carry a strap when you in a crib. I never see you with that shit outside. Where do you put it at? It can't fit in your waist.
That's the trick.
Whatever. It can't fit in your waist. You only in the crib with them straps. Who you shooting? The silver?
Yeah, bigger than big, bitch richer than Mitch, fuck on the sit, and he on the band. If he get caught, they gon' slam him. That's something he know. He still on the road, but so you know he gon' blow, and he bound to scope like 3 in a row. Line him up, hit him, he gone. He talking, but I don't hear none. Bust a move, little nigga, do something. Fuck nigga, but I push my buttons. So what that I'm in, it got more than 100.
Chapter 1. Who they were. The women of OBlock and 600 before the beef defined everything. Before we document anything about betrayal or loyalty, or the specific incidents that this episode is going to cover in forensic detail, before we open any of those chapters, we need to spend real time understanding who these women actually were. Not who the beef made them, not who the documentation community decided they were, after specific incidents became public knowledge. Who they were as people, growing up in the specific compressed geography of the south side of Chicago, in neighborhoods that the drill era made famous, but that existed with their full human weight, long before any camera was ever pointed at them. The south side of Chicago in the late 1990s and early 2000s was a specific world. It was a world of compressed geography and intimate social networks. A world where the distance between a girl growing up in Parkway Gardens and a girl growing up on 63rd Street was measurable in city blocks, but felt in the daily texture of life like a contained universe. You went to school with certain people. You walked past certain blocks. You knew certain names before you knew what those names would eventually mean in the broader documentation of the drill era. The social world was small, the relationships were dense. The knowledge of who was who, which crew was from where, which person was connected to which other person, was acquired organically through the daily life of proximity rather than through research. Women who grew up in and around Parkway Gardens, OBlock, and the 600 Brickway corridor grew up knowing the men who would become the documentary subjects of the entire drill era as children, as boys, as teenagers, not as the figures that the internet would eventually construct around their names and their music and their deaths, but as the specific, unglamorous, ordinary human beings they were before any of that. Before the cameras, before the documentaries, before the streaming platforms and the YouTube channels and the social media profiles. They knew KingVon not as KingVon but as Davon, a kid from the buildings, somebody's little brother. Somebody's childhood neighbor, a young man growing up in the same concentrated geography with the same daily reality that everyone around him shared. They knew JMoney not as JMoney, but as Jerome Wood. They knew him in the way that you know people when your daily life overlaps with theirs from an early age through shared space, shared experience, shared grief.
For being linked to a person named JMoney.
That's my baby daddy.
He's known as a legend. When I hear about his name, people tell me he's a legend in the drill culture, and he's one of the first OTF members. As far as the rap side.
Family, for sure. Okay. One of the first ones around Durk. One of the first ones, like, protective over him. Wouldn't let nobody stand by him. Like, me and him used to get into it so much, I used to be like, you with that nigga more than me. Like, so... For sure, like, that's my baby father. He was one of the first ones that was OTF, for sure.
Right.
When it came. Him, Chino, Pluto, all them. people that if y'all don't know what Durk be rapping about when he be talking about Pluto and Chino and everybody. Yeah.
Gotta get your bag up to fuck with me. Punani got a nigga going crazy. You want it, then you know you gotta pay me. Nigga, come hit it up. Pussy good and this pussy clean. You gotta get your bag up to fuck with me.
I set my brother up. Y'all going is this far to make some sick shit up? I have to sit and watch my son cry every day. Like, are y'all serious? My baby was with my brother every day. Like, my baby cried every day. When my brother died, my baby, because at first I didn't tell him. My baby was asking for his uncle every day. I finally told my baby said, Mommy, I don't have no more uncles because my baby brother died as well. My baby used to cry every day. My baby even started acting up in school, throwing chairs and stuff. Like, do y'all people really be using y'all brain? Like, y'all hate me so bad. And like I said, I don't know why. It all started because I asked to come over there to see the kids, to be with everybody. All my sisters, brothers, cousins, and all was over there. I asked to come over. Now when I'm trying to come over, it's too many people.
And these women, the women whose stories this episode documents, developed their specific identities, their specific relationships, their specific loyalties in the context of that intimate social world. They were not passive bystanders to the world around them. They were participants. They loved people in that world. They had children with people in that world. They lost people from that world. They were shaped by the same compressed geography and the same constant presence of violence and grief, and the specific beauty of Southside community life that shaped the men whose names are better known. The street world has always had a specific, uncomfortable way of categorizing the women who exist within it. The Madonna or the whore, the loyal, suffering woman who stands by her man through everything, versus the treacherous woman who uses her proximity to destroy the people who trusted her. The documentation community, when it finally does engage with the women of the drill era, tends to sort them into these two categories automatically, without much attention to the actual human complexity of the specific lives being examined. The honest account is not going to do that. The honest account is going to give you the full picture, which means acknowledging that the women who ended up in the most complicated and the most controversial situations were human beings operating in an environment that was itself complicated and often made impossible demands on everyone within it. Understanding why certain decisions got made is not the same as excusing those decisions. But the full picture requires understanding, and understanding requires the kind of attention to human complexity that the clean two-category narrative does not allow. With that established, let us begin. 24 Editor Chapter 2, Kayla B, the sister who crossed a line before her brother's name meant anything. KingVon's sister is named Kayla B, and her story in the documentation of this world is one of the most complicated and most humanly interesting threads in the entire OBlock and Jaro City conflict history, because it involves a woman who was genuinely caught between two worlds at a time when the conflict between those worlds had not yet reached the temperature that eventually made the position she was in completely untenable. Let us establish the geography first. Kayla B grew up connected to KingVon. Same family, same proximity to Parkway Gardens, the same world that produced OBlock. Her brother would become one of the most significant artists of the drill era. But Kayla B was not growing up as KingVon's sister in the way that phrase implies from the outside. As someone whose identity was defined by her relationship to a famous person, Von was not yet famous. He was a young man from Parkway Gardens, and Kayla B was his sister, and they shared a family in the specific, ordinary, unglamorous way that siblings share families before any of the subsequent events made anything about their family a subject of public documentation. At some point in the early years, in the period before Von became KingVon, before OBlock became a global cultural reference point, before any of the conflict documentation that we now have access to existed, Kayla B developed a relationship with Jaro City.
But that's all I'm saying, though. That's little shit, bro. Flaming that blood up.
You ain't got to tell me motherfucking twice.
Internet, you know, and since they say I'm internet, We ain't got no beef. What's your pressure though? What's your pressure? That's the only thing that we had something about, you putting folks' mama number on the internet. Other than that, I ain't give a fuck what you did, gang. When, bitch, you steady talking about I'm trying to fuck him, bitch. Let's not mention you used to fuck with your brother before you knew that was your brother. Come on now. Stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me, Kayla. Stop playing with me. Bitch, remember we from the same block. We from the same hood, bitch. We both was Jaro. We both was. You remember? You used to be my sister when we was Jaro too. You remember? How I wanted to fuck him and I was fucking BD. How I want to fuck with him and I was fucking with T-Roy. How? And stop merching that. That shit don't even sound right. You talking about on Vine.
I met Kayla B in high school. But Kayla B, she from No Love City. Bro, shout out to No Love. Kayla B from No Love, you feel me? And I never even knew Vine had a sister, shorty. I know him, shorty. I used to bully him. You feel me? So I never knew he had a sister. So when she started hanging around me and shit, you know, it ended up coming out, I think like 2 years of her hanging with us. It ended up coming out like, yeah, boy, y'all know she Vine's sister, woo woo. Now, cause you know her name, Kayla Bennett. That's how motherfuckers, one of the guys from Jaro had put it together, like, boy, they family, boy. They got the same last name and everything, da-da-da-da. At first, I used to think they used to be lying. Bro, Kayla chasing that shit. She ain't never said dude was her brother, you know, till his name started ringing on 4th grade. But then, come to find out, they real family, though. They share the same daddy. But I thought Kayla B daddy on Tuka, so like I said, I knew her from high school, gang, you know? So I always thought Kayla B daddy was this sheriff named named Mr. Bennett. You feel me? But
okay.
who am I to tell her life story, shorty?
So you guys you've hung out with her, you've known her for years, and it comes out that that's kind of crazy, right? Like, she never mentioned it.
Nah.
You guys are all like really good friends.
She on Tuga, so like right now she don't merchant on the guys no more because, you know, she loved my brother. She had to pick a side. You know, she picked her side. But at one point, you know what I'm saying, Kayla B used to merchant on our dead homies. You see what I'm saying? Our dead homies was Kayla B dead homies, gang. Kayla B attended the same funerals as us. Kayla B cried with us. You know what I'm saying? So,
damn.
I mean, it's deep. That shit get deep. But Vine exposed ass alive though. He getting that op ass. She's some boy. You know we not from 63rd. I ain't from 63rd either. Bitch, yes you is. Bitch, you op. You an op hoes. I'm tired. What he say? I'm tired of faking this shit. I need to tell everybody you just one of my little hoes. He playing with her, but at the same time, he telling the truth about that. She one of the op hoes. That's no cap.
Y'all need to stop lying in these interviews. Like, this the problem now. This is the problem why people be thinking what they think about me, because y'all niggas from over on 63rd and shit be lying so much. Y'all as slow and broke as hell. Like, y'all know damn well I went with one person over there and went with him for 3 to 4 years, and after I got done going with him, I went with my baby daddy. Y'all niggas didn't even like me over there. I used to fight and get into it with all y'all ass. Like, stop trying to act like I used to spend a night at y'all house. I had a whole boyfriend, and I had my own crib. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Y'all weird as hell. Like,
Kayla B, yeah. I ain't seen her in a couple years, man. I miss her.
And she used to kind of hang out with y'all.
She used to hang out with me, personally. When they say y'all, I'm one of the motherfuckers who Kayla used to hang with on 63rd. She wasn't hanging with everybody on 63rd. Let's start there. Everybody trying to act like, yeah, I was there. You wasn't locked in with Kayla. Bro, let's start there. A lot of the guys be overdoing it. This my shit whooping. But like I said, bro, everybody from the tray wasn't over locked in with Kayla, bro. But motherfuckers was. I'm following. She was around. She was in the mix on bro. But motherfucker wasn't over locked in like that. JMoney was over locked in with Kayla. Do your homework. It hit different.
What type of relationship did y'all have?
Shit, what type of relationship? Shit, she was cool as hell. I ain't gonna count. Kayla was a cool ass, like, she was like one of the little wild, little hostile females on phone that want to fight and shit, want to fight little bitches. Like, that's the only thing that ever always, like, it kind of threw me off with her, like, back, well, not threw you off, because Chicago bitches is like that. Like, So I was fucking with her energy back then. But that it's a time and a place for that type of shit. You see what I'm saying? I feel like how as she grew in her career, we started seeing her fight all these other people. I'm like, this bitch was doing this shit in Chicago.
Specifically, she began dating Lil Daryl, a Jaro City member. A member of the formation that was, even in that early period, in a state of active tension with the OBlock world that her brother came from. This is documented. FBG Duck, in a 2023 interview with corporate cartel media and in subsequent social media commentary, spoke explicitly about Kayla B's relationship with Lil Daryl from Jaro City. Throwback photographs that circulated in the Chirichology community as recently as February 2026 show Kayla B hanging out with Jaro City and 0521 members. Photographs that have their own specific documentary weight, because they capture a period in her life that the subsequent events would make very difficult to talk about openly. Think about what this means, in human terms, for a young woman from Parkway Gardens. Her brother is from OBlock. OBlock and Jaro City are enemies, but she has developed a real relationship, a genuine romantic relationship, with a Jaro City member. She is not navigating this situation as a strategic actor with a clear plan and a clear objective. She is navigating it as a young woman who is in love with someone whose crew is at war with her brother's crew. That is a position that produces a specific kind of impossible human geometry, where every relationship pulls in a different direction and there is no position you can occupy that fully honors all of the loyalties you have.
Ain't no insurance on the car either.
Don't embarrass her like that.
I just said, that's why I was trying to.
Right, you should.
But you driving, but you'll fuck around and get a ticket.
I don't need no more tickets, please. I just fixed my license. We just came from the DDS place.
Where your license at though? You got a license?
Yeah.
Let me see, get your license. I'm gonna talk to you, hold on. License.
I just got it fixed, look.
Let me see it.
I have to pay $250 for the reinstate. And look, I just came from there. Look, it's probably not even in the system yet. Just came from there. Finna come get my nails done.
What the day that you paid?
I just got all that shit fixed. I just came from up there. Gainesville. I had to go to Gainesville, then I had to go to the DDS place.
This showing last year date though.
Yeah, no, that's the ticket from last year, 2023, when I got it. Which I've been paid it, and they still fuck my license up. I don't understand that. I had been paid all this shit. I'm gonna have to go to court.
On the orange Kia, Georgia Tag, David Adam Robert 3655.
Put your hands in like you're praying.
Shelly Tucker coming up.
He's an obster. He fucks with the ops. Obster. But look at him. Obster. He look like an obster. Sorry. Obster. Weirdo. Where's Shirley? Shirley is weirdos around. Who walks around with another man on his fucking shirt? He's a weirdo. Fake Birkins. You live in CPN cribs. You don't have no fucking car. Like, let's talk about it. Like, you do the same shit every other regular bitch. You act like you some raw, rich ass bitch. You do the same shit. You a regular ass bitch. You're not on shit, gang. Like, for real. Like, you musty as fuck. Bitch, motherfuckers used to have to make you get in the tub. Like, my ex even just told me when he first was about to fuck you, he couldn't even fuck you because you was so motherfucking musty. Bitch, everybody that know you is a stanky pussy, nasty, stanky asshole. Like, bitch, don't play with me. You been doing dicks your whole life. Like, you done way more dicks than me. You just very sneaky and quiet and low-key with your shit. Bitch, you do dicks. When my brother was in jail, bitch, you was doing dicks and I was taking up for your lying ass, bitch. All you did was dicks. You done all them niggas in New York dick. Them little kids in New York that you be running up under trying to mama duck, you big back. see, y'all got these people out here thinking I'm crazy, but you hoes in the ceiling, fat back bitch. Don't you ever play with me, bitch, from some shit from 2012. Trying to join a motherfucking hey Kayla B trade. Well, bitch, I already know you hate me, bitch. You need to go get your carpet clean, bitch. Bitch, you should have been trying to kick you, bitch. Like, oh, how about you tell that bitch to... Matter of fact, she can't even help you with a crib because she homeless her motherfucking self. But, bitch, at least you got a crib, so I can't even say too much on you. But y'all hoes got me fucked up around this bitch. Mama Duck, your motherfucking house so motherfucking nasty, bitch. Post it. Bitch, I'm young and turn hoe. Keep up. You see this? I don't know if your son ever was able to flex like this, but bitch, you wish, hoe. Fuck you. Bitch, your son became a rapper, was still motherfucking broke. Bitch, at least my brother made it about the hood, bitch, and showed everybody what the fuck was up. So before you speak on me, bitch, look at your crib, look at your car, look at your grandkids, and look at your daughter, bitch. Stop fucking playing with me, fat ass.
FBG Buddha also made a specific allegation that adds another layer of complexity to the Kayla B story. He stated publicly that Kayla B did not claim KingVon as her brother until Von got famous. This is a serious allegation. That she distanced herself from the OBlock identity and from her brother's identity during the period when she was associated with Jaro City, and only reclaimed the family connection when Von's fame made that connection advantageous. Whether Buddha's account is fully accurate is something the honest account has to hold with appropriate uncertainty. Buddha had his own specific position in the conflict. He was FBG, affiliated with the STL EBT Jaro world that was in direct opposition to OBlock, and his account is therefore not a neutral one. He had reasons, rooted in his own loyalties and his own understanding of the conflict, to frame Kayla B in a particular way. But the photographs exist. The documented relationship with Lil Durk exists. The period during which Kayla B was visibly associated with Jaro City and 051 exists in the photographic record that the Chiricology community has documented. Whatever the full accuracy of Buddha's specific characterization, the basic outline, that Kayla B had a period of genuine association with Jaro City that preceded her full public identification as Von's sister and an OBlock adjacent figure, is supported by that record. What happened after Von rose to prominence is where Kayla B's story takes its most public and most contentious turn. By the time Von was actively making music and building the platform that would eventually make him one of the most celebrated artists of the drill era, the conflict between OBlock and Jaro City had reached a temperature at which the position Kayla B had been occupying, associated with both worlds, maintaining relationships on both sides, became impossible to sustain. She switched, publicly, and when she switched, she did not switch quietly. FBG Buddha documented, in his interview, that Kayla B went from a person who had been associated with Jaro City and 051 to a person who was publicly dissing 63rd Street.
You hoes don't know shit about me. And you hoes can stop coming from me. Bitch, I'm not from 63rd. Look how cool with all that yapping. And you niggas talk too much, you eat the tap or you ain't tapping.
Why you talking with your phony titties?
Did Duck fuck her?
She when she say she left out at 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, but she ain't never been to my bitch. You a lie. Yes, I used to throw parties for y'all to come and kick it in, bitch. You was getting bust down in the bathroom and everything. Lil Durk, he was fucking all type of bitches, bitch.
Bitch,
you thought you was on some bitch, you wasn't on shit. I was finna make Lachey stump you. I stopped Lachey from beating your ass. Not talk shit. Link up with one of mine to fight, bitch. And you gotta have all your people. Link up with one of mine, bitch. That's what you do. I'm sick of this bitch. I just finally watched this shit, bitch. I'ma keep you relevant as long as you keeping my son's name in your fucking mouth, bitch. None of you bomb-ass niggas, none of you op-ass motherfuckers had the balls to say his name while he was alive. But Von, fuck all y'all dick-riding ass motherfuckers. Bitch, you get on this live and you say all this bogus ass shit. Bitch, you lying who? Bitch, you lying. Ooh, my crib was the shit. I made it safe for you bitches to have somewhere to kick it to. And through parties, bitch. Now this being the bitch, you on the internet. Your brother telling yourself, you think that's good parenting, bitch? The world sent you do that. I ain't never taught my son nothing. Bitch, you bought him a whole gun that look real. He go outside and play with that gun, bitch. You know how the fucking police is killing our motherfucking kind. They shoot your baby, then what, bitch?
Jaro City's home territory, publicly disrespecting the block that had been her social world, the people who had been her people, as part of her public declaration of solidarity with her brother and with OBlock. The specific emotional and psychological experience of that switch, of a young woman publicly disowning the community she had been part of, publicly turning on people she had real relationships with, as the price of admission into her brother's world and her family's loyalty, is something the documentation community has treated primarily as a dramatic episode rather than as a human event with real weight. But it was a human event. Whatever decisions Kayla B made, whatever the specific combination of love and ambition and family loyalty that drove those decisions, she was navigating an impossible situation. The two worlds that mattered to her, her family and the people she had loved in Jaro City, had decided they were enemies. She was in the middle, and eventually she had to choose. She chose Vaughn. She chose OBlock. She dissed 63rd. What that cost her personally, what it cost the people on 63rd whose trust she had held and then publicly burned, is part of the human accounting of the conflict that the clips and the reactions and the documentation content never fully captures. The Kayla B situation reveals something specific about the position that women occupy in these conflicts. They are often the connective tissue between worlds that are officially at war with each other. Their relationships, real relationships, rooted in real love and real history, cross the lines that the men's organizational affiliations draw. And when the conflict reaches a temperature at which those crossed lines can no longer be tolerated by either side, the women in the middle are forced to make choices that the men who built the conflict never had to make in the same way. The men chose sides through their affiliation, through their geography, through the organizational identity they were born into or adopted. Kayla B had to choose, as an adult, in public, with everyone watching, between the world her relationship had brought her into and the world her family had always been in, and she made her choice. The KI chapter of Kayla B's story adds yet another dimension. FBG Duck documented a situation in which Kayla B and FBG KI, a woman connected to the FBG world, which was in active conflict with OBlock, had a physical confrontation. According to Butta's account, King Lil J told Kayla B to fight KI. Whether those specific details are accurate is something the honest account cannot fully confirm. But the broader documented reality that Kayla B was pulled into the active conflict dynamics of the OBlock versus FBG world in ways that went beyond simply identifying with her brother's crew is part of the record. KI is dead now. The specific circumstances of her death are part of the tragic accounting of the broader conflict landscape.
I threw the kids a party, and they were in there acting all wild and stuff, and somebody popped a balloon, and it sounded like a gunshot. So I grabbed the gun, and I ran out, and Kayla B was in the corner with her leg up. And I'm like, who the fuck? Who the fuck doing? Who the fuck? And she like, Mama Sheena, because they used to call me Mama Sheena. Now they was calling me Mama Duck before Duck died.
She had her leg up.
She thought I was going to shoot her or something.
Oh, okay. What was she doing?
I guess taking cover. Like, taking cover, like, because once I heard the balloon pop, I didn't know if motherfuckers was in my front room shooting, acting all stupid and shit.
Yeah.
So that's what that was about. Like, me and Kayla, that's why I didn't understand why she came at me like that. You know what I'm saying? But Vaughn is her brother. Can't nothing change that. You know what I'm saying? But they're my facts. Before you was your brother, you was 63rd crazy. You was like, fuck the ops, fuck OBlock, all that. That's evident. I ain't finna have you or think you gotta go against your brother. Hell no, big side. Hell to the no. You better ride with your brother.
So when did you think, when did the change happen? Like, cause she was hanging out with y'all a lot on 63rd. Was it after Von got successful?
Last time I seen Kayla B was when Lil J stomped her.
Lil J stomped her out?
Stomped her.
What happened?
I was throwing my daughter at 18, like I used to throw the parties for the kids. And we was at my cousin's house. She was actually with Corey, Duck's ex-girlfriend, that stabbed her. That stabbed him.
Right.
Where he at? Tell him to bring it here.
He can hear you.
Yeah.
Well,
I said I didn't want to look all ratchet and get on here and smoke, y'all, but
we're almost 2 hours in. You'll be all right.
I need, yeah.
She smelled Donnie smoking and it triggered her.
Yes, it did. Sent me dead off. I'm like, hold on now.
We got to hear this story, though. So it was a party for her?
Yes, for my daughter, Lachey, butter baby mama. And she came with Corey, and Corey wound up fighting another girl that Duck messed with named Peaches. And I asked Corey, I say, look, Corey, don't come here. Y'all gonna have to leave if you finna come here and think you gonna be fighting. She like, I ain't on that mama. She, you know, she had Kayla with her. This was after the fact that when she found out that Von was her brother. So, yeah, he did. That fight broke out, and he stomped her ass the fuck out. All because she was Von's sister.
Oh, really?
And she was at the party. He was like, that bitch can't come up in here. And I'm like, hold on, slow down. What is y'all? Because I'm already fighting Corey. Because I asked Corey don't come there fighting. So she want to play. So I had to put pause on her. Then after I did that, I took her upstairs and put her in the bed. And let her go to sleep.
So did y'all all find out that Kayla B and Von were related at like one time? Like,
it came out. I can't even remember. It really didn't make a difference to me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not holding nothing. I like her. Actually, she was through that bitch beating motherfuckers up. She was a wild little motherfucker, G. Like, that's the Kayla I know. She was going with the real.
Were you mad at Lil J for doing that?
Huh?
Or was it kind of...
I mean, why would I didn't have no feelings about it. It was wrong. Right. I told him, why would he do that? Because I'm thinking, like, you bringing conflict to my cousin crib now. Because you just did that to her in here. So if she go back and get her brothers now, but see, Von was in jail. So that's what I meant about.
Oh, bro. Kyra and Kayla B got in the gloves, but Kyra whooped Kayla B in real life. Oh, bro. On my baby mama birthday, on Lachey's birthday, that Lil J, Kyra, they was getting on 4th grade. Kyra take off on Kayla. Well, technically, Kayla B took off on Kyra because Lil J was telling Kyra, like, whoop Kayla after he had already smacked her and shit. Bro, Kyra ain't gonna do shit to me, and she got to try to take off. Kyra beat the fuck out of Kayla B out there. I want Kayla B, though. Back then...
Hold on. Well, take me through the fight. What all happened?
Shit, they was just getting it on. I was on house arrest. Motherfucker told me about it. I was hearing about it on the phone.
Were Kayla B and Kyra friends at any point?
It was cool. You know, Kayla B was cool with Lil Durk. How that shit go. My best friend, Corey, the Duck girl, you know, because they all went to John Hope with me. Kayla B and Corey, you know, we all going to John Hope, you know.
Now, when you guys were messing with her, you guys didn't know that she was KingVon's sister, I take it.
I mean, not at first, but then, because it was like, he went on that. He went on with his homies was on. He was on some Killer War GD shit. Feel me? But, you know, time.
So, when that all came together, you know what I'm saying, and she's hanging with you guys, KingVon is over there in OBlock. You know, what'd you guys think about that? Like, what was that whole situation like?
I mean, that shit part of life, man. That's what everybody, bro. Everybody got a family or a sister or a brother or a cousin from over there.
She was a woman who was deeply embedded in the FBG world. Connected to FBG Buddha, for whom she was like family. Connected to the broader STL EBT FBG ecosystem that was in direct opposition to OBlock. She navigated the specific dangers of that position for years before those dangers finally found her. The honest account holds her with the full human weight she deserves. She was not a prop in someone else's conflict. She was a person with her own history and her own relationships and her own specific understanding of the world she inhabited. These women, Kayla B, Ki, are not footnotes in the stories of the men around them. They are the story. If Kayla B's story is the story of a woman who made a public choice and lived with its public consequences, then MonaLisa's story is the story of a woman who found herself at the center of multiple overlapping allegations and accusations. About her loyalty, about her role in specific deaths, about what side she was really on.
I have a relationship with FBG Duck. Like, I'm just gonna be real. Did he beat bum buns? Because you was around. You was around and everybody done hit, so it's kind of hard to believe Duck ain't hit.
On my son, I never fucked up. Never. But that was my dog for sure.
Okay.
We used to like each other and everything, but I never fucked him.
Oh, so y'all did used to like each other?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I never touched him.
But y'all used to hug and shit for a long time?
Hell no.
No long
No
hug?
long hugs. Hell no.
Okay. I'm gonna get right to the bottom of these groups. Okay. So who from FBG did you let ball?
Archie.
Archie hit? That was
my boy. You remember me and Archie used to talk?
That's FYB. I say who from FBG? Do your homework.
Oh, nobody.
So Young,
nobody.
Dutchie,
Nobody.
Cash,
No.
Wooski.
No.
Wooski?
Never.
Wooski?
On my son.
Woo? You ain't let Woo hit?
No.
Do I
keep going?
Cole?
No.
You know you was around Cole.
I was around him, but I never touched
Hey, different
none of
ain't
them.
no Cole pull whoops. I'm frozen.
When I catch you, bitch, I saw that shit you said on True Teller. Continue calling me your brother. Don't make me no enemy on Jaja. You know I know who you is from your mama down to your sisters, from your nieces. On Tuka, folks. And you tell me you would whoop me and Kyra at the same time. Mona, you know firsthand. Mona, no gang. Like on Tuka, I used to hang with this girl every day, folks. Every day on my dead homie. Like, I'm up at MonaLisa crib, G. On 2th grade, we in MonaLisa closet getting high. Me, MonaLisa, my cousin Ronte, Booker, and D from 600, they big brother. T-Man. On my dead homie, so we in this bitch getting high with MonaLisa and them, folks. So it's like for her to even play on the internet, like, oh, yo, Kyra wasn't no shit. Yeah, she's told the pipes and shit, but she wasn't what? You knew not to play with her when she on my dead homie while she was smacking your friends and shit on 4th grade. Why you ain't never jump out there with her? Cause she was on that. On my dead homie. Asian, Zaria, Alicia, everybody who Mona used to run with before JMoney died. On my dead homie from my outside to tell you like, nah, Kyra won for none, G. Mona, no shit. Mona wouldn't even play with Kyra. Cause 1, Kyra would have popped her. 2, Butter was gonna knock her ass out.
Without ever being the simple villain that the documentation community wanted her to be. MonaLisa is known publicly as JMoney's baby mama. Jerome JMoney Wood, a 21-year-old OBlock and OTF member who was killed on Labor Day 2013. She had a child with him, and she has been, in the years since his death, one of the most vocal and one of the most frequently interviewed women connected to the OBlock world, appearing on Truth Teller TV, on Cam Capone News, on multiple platforms, talking about JMoney's death, talking about what happened to him, and being accused by various parties of herself having played a role in situations that hurt people she was supposed to be loyal to.
I think Kayla B, I believe she messed with a guy from Jaro. Can't remember his name, dark skinned brother. Lil Durk. She messed with Lil Durk, if I'm not mistaken. Was you around when she was around? Kayla B? Yeah. I'm gonna ask you this. You should have seen that shit that went down with Julio Fulio, where the so-called quote-unquote op female, or she just messed it with the other side, and then allegedly backdoored them. That's what's coming out on the internet. So I ain't, that's what's all on everybody blog sites and all that. Allegedly, we're gonna say allegedly.
Yeah.
So when y'all was coming up, how was that? Where it was like, okay, the female was bouncing back and forth. How did y'all navigate that? It's like she could easily just drop out low or something. You know what I'm saying? Like how allegedly the girl
She's
did.
with us, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So what about the girl, JMoney baby mama MonaLisa? She was around y'all too.
She was in that.
Yeah.
MonaLisa in that power circle, boy. MonaLisa was in that power circle, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I ask you what you mean by that, or?
She was amongst the she was that.
Yeah.
I never imagined that shit, but like.
Right. Also, when you was gone, before you left, they was on y'all side, but then when you left, you like, damn, they over there now? Type shit.
She can't lay down. I'm like, damn. I could never imagine that.
Yeah.
Never imagine that shit.
So it went to the point where shit would be going on like with Fulio allegedly, where it was like the female just like coming around getting information and shit, and she bouncing back and forth. It wasn't no shit like that. That didn't exist. The backdoor didn't exist when you was out here.
Yeah, but like
it wasn't that though.
Look, man, look at this. That's it. That's fun.
Yeah.
That's game.
Yeah.
She cool as hell. She cool as hell. I don't blame her for picking her brother's side over her friend's side. You know what I'm saying? That's her blood.
Yeah. What they like on some welcome home? Woo.
Yeah, I fuck with her, man. Lisa, I'm telling you, bro. She was like, she was that. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
She's with us.
No, for sure. For sure.
She ain't, man.
Is she Jaro though? She was Jaro though?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna ask you this.
But before we get to any of that, before we document the specific allegations and the specific counter-narratives and the specific moments where MonaLisa's story became the center of public controversy, we need to understand where she came from. She was from 63rd Street, not from Parkway Gardens, not from the OBlock buildings. From the 63rd Street geography, the same territory that Jaro City called home. She grew up in that world. She knew the people from that world. She had a life and a community and a set of relationships rooted in the 63rd Street geography long before she became JMoney's baby mama and, by extension, an OBlock adjacent figure. The specific trajectory from 63rd Street to the OBlock world is something she has addressed in a documented 2024 interview with JMoney, in which she explained why she switched.
Nobody from 63rd. It was rumors around Chicago, but I guess internet shit. They said you backdoored your baby daddy. So how do you feel when you see shit like that on the internet? Like, yeah, you backdoored JMoney. Like, how do you feel with that being your baby daddy and you love him so much?
When they first started saying that, y'all, honestly, when they first started saying that shit, I'm spazzing. What? Well, y'all got me f***ed up. You want with me? Ooh, this and that. But now it's like I hear it and I be like, y'all don't even know the back end story about that. He was never with me. He was never at my house. He was with his homies and his fake ass female best friend. I ain't gonna disclose her name, but yeah, her too. And he got killed at her house trying to help this make her laundry, and she shut the door on him in the midst of food, clapping my baby daddy and a lot of extra shit. I ain't gonna
said you never
see what that life was like. I go out there on 62nd. Shit, it's 1,000 niggas outside, 1,000 bitches. So it's like, shit, I want to see what that's talking about.
So it was busting. What year this was? Around that time when you started kicking it on 62nd and Vernon?
Like 06, 07.
06, 07. And how many years was you whooping over there?
All the way to like 2011, 2012.
Okay. So would you say you grew bonds with a lot of the 60-30s? You know, basically you know everybody.
I grew bonds with everybody. Everybody love
They
me.
mamas too, right?
Everybody love me.
They mamas?
Everybody.
Okay, everybody.
They
Everybody
daddy,
love
they grandparents,
everybody
the
love
heights in
Lisa.
front of Rockchilds, everybody. They
Break
all love me.
this shit down.
The niggas under the L, they love me too. Windy City, fucking talking about, yeah, they love me.
They hit different.
For sure.
So break this shit down. The controversy with MonaLisa, like what did everything, like basically with you growing up on 63rd, cause I'm sitting right here with an OBlock. Let's just start there. This is not an OBlock.
I love my people.
You an OBlock now.
For sure.
It hit different. So break this shit down. How did you go from being a 60-30 to an OBlock? Break that down for the world. Cause this a big ass interview right here.
Like, and this the real true story, y'all, and I won't give y'all nothing fake. We was all on roads chilling one day, and I happened to leave my phone with my play sister or whatever, and in the midst of me leaving my phone with her, she went through my phone and seen my baby daddy texting me. And she told everybody that was right there on Rose, but I left my phone because I was going to the STL store to go get some blunts, because you know I get high.
Who was your friend at this time?
I don't want to say her name.
Okay, we ain't whooping like that?
Yeah,
okay.
I ain't gonna say her name.
Okay.
But she went through my phone or whatever, and when I walked back on the block, everybody got to looking at me crazy, so let's start here. P5 walked me off. He say, Mona, just go ahead and go home for the day. So I'm asking him, like, what the fuck going on? He like, such and such just went through your phone and seen you texting old boy from Parkway. Parkway is OBlock.
Break this shit down.
Which is Wick City, OBlock, Key the World. That's them. So once they found out I was talking to him, Fat Keon and Weedy told my ass, like, boy, we found out you talking to dude them. That's your ass.
They're different.
I stopped coming around.
Hold on, so it was Fat Shawty and Weebo that whooped like that? They told you?
It was a couple of them, but them was
my
people.
That was your
so
crowd that was whooping like that.
They can say that to me, like, Mona, if you doing this, you wrong. Like, when you fucking with you and this, you get caught with that nigga, then that's your ass. So
hold on, so they weren't saying they was on your ass, they was just saying if you get caught with.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was my nigga at the time. Shit, everybody was fucking op hoes, fucking op niggas. But when I did it, it was a problem. You know that. You know me.
It hit different.
If I did it, it's a problem.
It hit different.
So.
Cause it's you though.
I ended up telling my baby daddy and shit, but we gonna get to the story about how I met my baby daddy and how that situation even occurred. But that's why I distanced myself from Jaro City.
The interview, which circulated publicly and generated significant community attention, positioned MonaLisa as someone explaining herself, justifying the move from one world to another. The fact that she felt the need to explain suggests that the move was the kind of thing that required explanation in the specific community context in which she existed, that it was not a neutral or unremarkable transition, but something that people who knew her from both worlds noticed and had opinions about. In that interview, she also addressed one of the most persistent allegations that has attached to her name. The allegation that she set up JMoney. That she was responsible, in some capacity, for JMoney being in a position where he was vulnerable to his enemies. That her role in the specific events surrounding JMoney's death was not that of a passive bystander or a grieving community member, but of an active participant in his exposure. She denied it. Emphatically, in the specific, detailed way that people deny things when the denial is not simply a reflexive rejection of an accusation, but a genuine account of what they believe actually happened and what their actual role in it was. She said it did not happen that way. She said the allegation was wrong. The community's response to her denial has been divided in the way that community responses to allegations in this specific ecosystem are always divided. Some people believed her, some people did not, And most people occupied the complicated middle ground of not knowing what to believe because the full truth, if it exists, is not something that is accessible from the outside. But here is something the honest account must engage with directly. MonaLisa's own account of what happened to JMoney is one of the most important primary sources in the entire documentation of his death. Because she was there, she was close to him, she had the child with him. And the account she has given, in multiple documented public interviews over multiple years, is not the account of someone who is trying to obscure the truth about what happened to her baby's father. In December 2025, she made a statement, documented in an Instagram reel that circulated widely, that is one of the most specific and most significant public accounts of JMoney's death that exists in the record.
She said that Lil B stood over JMoney and killed him, shot him 14 times, 10 times in the body, 4 times in the head.
14 shots for a 21-year-old who was somebody's father, somebody's son, a person who had a whole life that had barely started.
Steady talking about herpes. Bitch, JMoney ain't killed crack. Everybody know who did that, bitch, but it wasn't JMoney. So get your dick sucking ass out of here. Nigga, motherfuckers killed my baby daddy. I said fuck all y'all. Nigga, it was fuck y'all. Nigga, and it's still fuck y'all to this day, nigga, 10 years strong. Fuck y'all. Like, what the fuck? Definitely hit different. Fuck is wrong with you? The fuck? Get that old bitch on here, man. Y'all tripping, man. I told that hoe I'm finna call her. That bitch talking about Richard Kane daughter. Richard Kane daughter. Yeah, hold a lot of weight. Yeah. Richard Kane daughter. But me and Richard Kane gonna call you later. Yes, we are. And I bet you, bitch, you gonna bat down again like you did last time. Just Rich, can you just tell her, can you please just tell her leave me alone? Tell her stop. No, I ain't stopping that, bitch. I'm back on your ass. Bitch, you got a black cloud over you, hoe. Where's all your kids at? Fuck is wrong with you? Bitch, cause you do bad. You do bad, so don't nothing good happen to your ass. Fuck is wrong with you? You do bad. Bitch, I got my money and I got the fuck on. You motherfuckers still in Chicago. You motherfuckers still in Chicago. And y'all talking shit? What do you work at, lady? What do you do besides get on these blogs and talk and get on OnlyFans and show your pussy, you old ass bitch? Let's do it. Bitch, you're weird. My mama would never. And you bringing up my mama in this shit. Hold on. On every bone in my body. Sheena. Don't bring my mama in shit, bro. I'll come see you. Yeah, she got a good heart. Yeah, she do. And she gonna keep that good heart. Bitch, and I'ma still have the same energy when I see you. I'm driving y'all, so I can't pay attention. But y'all understand. Like, ho, you get on this motherfucking, you get on this. Come on, man, y'all, let's be honest. When the last time y'all seen me on this motherfucking Instagram bapping, doing anything about FBG Duck or anything? Duck was a solid nigga. I ain't even gonna sit here and lie, but your mama a hoe. Your mama was fucking your friends, my boy. Fuck is wrong with you? Bitch, stop talking to me. Get that hoe on here. That's what y'all do since everybody messy and want to send me shit. Get that hoe on here. I don't want to do it online. I want to talk to her personally. Talk to her personally. Fuck is you talking about? Bitch, I'm a woman. I'm grown. You steady talking about all this shit, hoe. Let me see your mic chart. I bet you your ass had over 60 motherfucking diseases since your ass been living, bitch. You're nasty. Fuck is wrong with you, hoe? Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's fucking talk about it. Bitch, you mad because I said Lil J gay, hoe, and you probably fuck Lil J. On my dead brother, on Rico Soul, you probably fuck Lil J. Like, get the fuck on, girl. Dick sucking ass. Steady bringing up my motherfucking. Y'all know I'm mad. I'm sweating hot. I'm ready to hit this hoe and her shit. I'm not lying. I don't give no fuck who mama that is, boy. I don't give no fuck what you used to do for me. I don't give no fuck where you was, nigga. I don't give a fuck if I was in your house eating your beans you had in your motherfucking cabinet, hoe. Stop playing with me. Fuck wrong with you? Steady talking about the bitch that was laid up at my house. Yeah, I was. And you ain't put me out, bitch, because I was giving your ass money to pay light bills and every fucking thing else, bitch. Making sure your motherfucking kids had groceries, hoe. Fuck you talking about. Let's talk about it. When me and Duck was fake talking, bitch, I was giving y'all money then. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. You broke ass bitch. You living off your son, ho. I couldn't live off my daddy name, and you know how they run these streets, nigga. You know how they run these streets.
I be so lost, folks. That's why I be mad at 79.
And that's so crazy, y'all. I don't even mean to bring this up, though. But y'all know the way my baby daddy got killed? He got killed. He got shot 14 times. 10 times in the body, 4 times in the head. You know that's the same way. That's the same way Lil B got killed by the police.
Okay, I gotta go.
He got shot 14 times.
And you.
So since both of them deceased, did Lil B killed your baby daddy?
Yeah.
Yes.
This shit that we watch on YouTube sometimes.
She said that Lil B was later killed by police, and she said that both of them, JMoney and Lil B, are deceased, and she has to live in the specific permanent grief of knowing that the man who killed her child's father is also gone, which means there is no court, no accountability, no formal resolution available. There is only the knowledge. The specific, devastating, permanent knowledge of how it happened, and who did it and why, without any institutional justice to attach to that knowledge.
The allegation that has followed MonaLisa, that she herself played a role in the events that put JMoney in a vulnerable position, is distinct from and should not be confused with the clearer picture of JMoney's setup that involves a different woman. But the allegation has attached to her in the public record in ways that her denials have not fully dislodged. Part of what makes her story so compelling and so painful is that she is simultaneously the person who has given the public the most detailed account of what happened to JMoney and the person who has been accused of contributing to his exposure. Those two things coexist in the public record, and holding them simultaneously, without collapsing them into a simple conclusion about who she is and what she did, is the specific challenge that the honest account is obligated to accept. The JMoney situation adds a final layer of complexity. In January 2025, JMoney, a significant figure in the Jaro City and 63rd Street orbit, reflected publicly on a specific moment. MonaLisa had told him it was okay to come to OBlock to push peace, that he would have no issues there. JMoney reflected on that. He did not characterize it in the most charitable terms. The implication of his reflection, which circulated and generated community discussion, was that the assurance MonaLisa had given him about his safety in OBlock territory was not something that had turned out to be reliable. Whether that was because she was deliberately misleading him, or because the situation on OBlock was more complicated than she had communicated, or because the circumstances changed between her assurance and the moment JMoney actually went there, the honest account cannot resolve those questions from the outside. What it can say is this: MonaLisa is a woman who has lived in the specific, complicated geography between the 63rd Street world she came from and the OBlock world she moved into. And in that geography, she has been accused of things, some of which she denies, some of which she has had to simply carry because the people who could fully exonerate her are either dead or unreachable. She is still here. She is still talking. She is still insisting on being heard. Whatever the full truth of her story, she is not a prop. She is a person.
He the reason, like, I really started hanging in Parkway. He told me, come over here. He ain't nobody gonna do nothing to you. I'm alright. I'm not, don't have me come over there and they be playing with me, so I go over there or whatever. They all lined up on the step. They all lined up on the little like a little circle part, like our little bench park thing. We all out there smoking, so Duke come walk up. Who is this? MonaLisa. I'm like, man, what's up? He smacked my blunts out my hand. Why is you on there with me? I'm not even on that. See, this one I was still hanging in Jaro, but I was over there in Parkway with Vaughn.
Right.
Whitey come past. He snatched my phone out my hand, chased me around Parkway.
Okay, not to stop you, but you just said something again. Remember my drill story? Is that the Whitey we hear about in that song with KingVon?
Yeah, that's Whitey.
So you knew that person?
Yeah.
Oh, that is a real person.
I've been around for Whitey is a real person. Y'all really?
That's wow.
He one of the real OBlock, Wick City, like 064 Key to World. Yeah, that's.
I be a pussy as fuck. Hey, Rico, little sister, MonaLisa, stop playing with me. Don't come in my comments popping your shit, folks. Look, folks. Folks beat those trousers down. You beat those trousers down for how big am I get? Where you headed at, man? Where you headed at? Where you was at when you headed, man?
Directly in the middle. Toss that out there, see what you thought of it. So let me see. Okay, so MonaLisa is I believe that's JMoney baby mama from over in Parkway. I seen Mama Duck and her going back and forth on online or whatever for whatever issue they had.
Is it recently?
The video I seen the other day was MonaLisa it was like a week ago. I think it was probably a week to a month ago. But I just seen it yesterday. But the time date on there. But she was going off on Mama Duck. Well, I guess Mama Duck mentioned her or something. And basically, but one thing I seen though, when I looked farther into it, I seen Mama Duck speaking on her in terms of like saying that she had history with y'all. She used to be at her house and all that, and she used to be around y'all. Like, what was the extent of y'all relationship with MonaLisa? She was just like one of the females in the area that, like, what was the extent of the relationship and all that?
She went with us. She was with like she's more across the tracks.
Oh, okay.
She's with a whole different crowd. Type shit. Like, yeah, I used to see her in the hood and shit. She used to be around, but she like went hanging with me. Yeah.
Okay. So you don't really know the extent of the relationship when she was like supposedly living with Mama Duck and all that, because that's what they was talking about. And I was just...
Damn, she said, Mama said she's living with her?
Yeah, she said that too. She said she
was?
Yeah, she said she did. Yeah, she said I lived with you, and she was saying whatever she was saying, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, they both...
Yeah, she's around. She was in the hood for a minute, shit. But she like went with me though, like.
No, I get
so I ain't had no relationship with her. That's my answer to the question type shit.
Like, how the fuck they knew that?
Because he went to a girl house, right?
Yeah, MonaLisa, everybody know her.
Yeah, so was people looking at her like she probably...
Hell yeah, motherfuckers was looking at her like that, like, how could they not? Like, he slide over there, then they know. But, like, obviously, man, it could have just, like, that was they block.
Yeah.
They could have just...
Chapter 4, OBlock, Smokey. The setup that the community confirmed. Now we come to the chapter that the Chiricology community has documented most extensively. The chapter that, in the public record of JMoney's death, represents the most specific and most detailed account of how he ended up where he was, in his enemy's territory, without adequate protection, in a moment of vulnerability that the person who allegedly created it knew would be his last. OBlock Smokey. That is the name the community has given her. Not her government name. Her street name. A name that carries the specific weight of what the community concluded about her role in JMoney's death. OBlock Smokey, because she was, at one point, from OBlock, or associated with OBlock. She moved in those spaces. She knew the people. She knew JMoney. She was his best friend. That is the specific, devastating detail that the Chiricology community, in documented Reddit posts and social media discussions, most extensively in a February 2024 thread that laid out the confirmed account of JMoney's setup, emphasized when this story became fully public. Not a distant associate, not a peripheral figure in his social world, his best friend, the person he trusted, the person he would post on Instagram, would share his life with, would allow into his proximity without the specific caution he might have exercised with someone whose loyalty he had reason to question. You trust your best friend. That is what best friends are for. That is the specific weight of that relationship. The specific reason why betrayal by a best friend is qualitatively different from betrayal by anyone else. Because the access that a best friend has, the specific knowledge of where you are going to be, what you are planning to do, who you are going to see, is access that you provide willingly, gladly, without the calculation of risk that you apply to people whose loyalty you are less certain of. JMoney gave OBlock Smokey that access. He trusted her. He posted her. She was a constant presence in his world. And she had a baby with a Jaro City member. The baby's father was from Jaro City. from the specific formation that was in active conflict with OBlock in the period leading up to JMoney's death. She had created a biological link, the most permanent kind of link that human beings create, to the other side of the war. The specific combination of intimate access to JMoney's world and a biological connection to Jaro City placed OBlock Smokey in a position that the community's subsequent analysis has characterized as the specific geometry of a setup. Whether that geometry was the result of a deliberate decision, of Smokey actively calculating how to use her position to deliver JMoney to his enemies, or whether it was the result of something more complicated and more messy, of information passing in ways that were not fully deliberate, of relationships and conversations that created vulnerability without a specific intentional setup, is something the honest account cannot fully determine from the outside. What the documented community account, specifically from the February 2024 Chirichology thread, in which a community member laid out what they characterized as the confirmed story, states is this: OBlock Smokey dropped JMoney's location to Lil B. She gave up the information. She provided the specific operational intelligence where JMoney was going to be when he was going to be there. That allowed Lil B and whoever else was with him to plan accordingly. According to the community account, she had already had a baby with the Jaro City member by the time this happened. The loyalty that had made her JMoney's best friend had been eroded by, or was in direct conflict with, the loyalty she had developed through that relationship and that baby to the people on the other side. After the setup came to light, after the community had put together the specific chain of events and the specific role that Smokey had played in it, she moved out of Illinois. She left. The documented community account is explicit about this. She moved out of state after the full picture of what she had allegedly done became known in the community. That is its own form of testimony, the departure, because people who have done nothing wrong do not typically calculate that they need to remove themselves from the geographic community in which their alleged actions occurred. The departure is not proof, it is not a confession, it is not a legal admission of anything, but it is a fact in the record that the honest account is obligated to include. The weapon that was used in JMoney's killing was recovered. And here is the specific, additional detail that the Chiricology community documented in February 2024. An OBlock member was arrested with the weapon used in the hit. This is not a detail that was widely amplified in the mainstream documentation of JMoney's death, but it is in the community record. An OBlock member connected to the weapon that killed JMoney. What does that mean? The honest account cannot tell you definitively. The community's interpretation is that the weapon passed hands in the specific way that weapons do in this landscape. Sold or transferred, moving through multiple people before ending up in the hands of someone who was eventually caught with it. The specific chain of custody of that weapon, and what it implies about the full network of people who knew about the setup, is part of the record that the honest account presents without claiming to fully resolve. JMoney was killed on Labor Day 2013, September 2nd, 2013. He was 21 years old. He was shot in the head. He was a father. He was a member of OBlock and OTF. Lil B shot him 14 times according to MonaLisa's December 2025 account. 10 shots to the body, 4 shots to the head. Lil B is dead now, killed by police at a later date. The specific accountability that the street provides for the person who pulled the trigger has been executed in the street's own way. But the accountability for the specific act of information sharing that put JMoney in the position to be killed, that accountability has not been formally processed by any institution. It lives in the community's knowledge, in the documented public record, in the specific, permanent moral accounting of what happened and why. Smokey moved out of state. JMoney's son grew up without his father. MonaLisa has spent years giving interviews about the death of the man who fathered her child, and the specific betrayal that made all of that possible. A best friend who had a baby with an op and then dropped the location sits in the Chiricology record as one of the clearest documented examples of how trust becomes the most effective weapon in the specific arsenal of the Southside conflict ecosystem.